Right now we are outside of Davis, where we are going to talk to the Chief Happiness Officer of the I Am Happy Project.
Hey,
Edwin!
How are you?
How are you, Adam?
Adams.
Nice
All
to
right.
meet you. This is Nicholas.
And Nicholas, good to see you. All
Look
right.
how happy this guy is. That is a happy man.
I'm not a psychologist. I don't have a studied background on any of this stuff. I ask somebody, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? And we talk about happiness. There is no religion or nothing. It's just pure happiness, you know?
Check this out. I Am Happy pin.
People want to be happy. They really do want to be happy.
How many of these have you sent
We've
out?
got over 50,000.
50,000. What's the theory behind the I Am Happy pin?
It's a reminder for me that happiness is a choice every day. I was having breakfast with this gentleman. Out of nowhere, he goes, oh, I just want to say thank you. About 3 years ago, you gave a pin to my wife. She has worn it every day. And to see the smile on his face, of course, you know, he's on the receiving end, that she's deciding to be happy just from one simple pin. I was at a bookstore in Chico. There was a couple that was having a very intense altercation. And I went straight to them and I said, hey, excuse me, can I ask you a quick question? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? They pause, they look at me, you know, not sure what to do with me. And after some time, they decide to give me a number. I went to the table, grabbed a sheet of paper, gave it to each of them. Then I said, wow, the number is not so bad. Can you tell me 2 or 3 reasons why you have a number like this? Both of them wrote exactly the same 3 things in the same order. And I flip it back and I say, hey, wait a second, what's going on here? And they look at me, they look at each other, and they smile, you know. And so at that moment, I knew something happened. So from there on, anybody that stopped, anybody that would give me a minute or two, I was going to ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? And the number doesn't really matter. It's just an opportunity for us to talk about happiness, you know?
Oh, that's great.
We just use it to remind people that every day that they wake up, it's a decision they have to make.
All right.
All right, come on, let's do this. Okay. This was a major catalyst for me. Maybe I've interviewed like over 500 people at this time. And I was in Jack London Square in Oakland. And a young man was coming towards me. And he scored by far the lowest as of this time. And so I'm wondering, why would somebody score themselves like that? Something is not driving. Now, I didn't know what, but I just didn't want to leave him. And about 9 stories and 30 minutes later, I shake his hand to leave. He would not let my hand go. The next day he called me and he said, well, I just called to say thank you. When I stopped him, he was on his way to commit suicide. I said, wait a second, you need to go see a counselor. He said, no, I've been seeing a counselor for 2 years. And the 30 minutes we spent together changed everything. He went back home and he took the suicide note he had left for the family, he flipped it backwards and he started writing all the things he was thankful for and happy about. And he went from 0 when we met to 29 within about an hour of leaving me. It just hit me that, wait a second, a half an hour with somebody can impact the person enough to make that kind of decision that save a life. I started to realize you don't have to have all the answers. Sometimes you don't have to have the right word to say. It's just being there.